Looking for music that lifts your spirit and fills your heart? Experience the powerful sound of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square. Now streaming on all your favorite music platforms. Find the Tabernacle Choir on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Let the music of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square inspire you today and every day. Whether you're at home, in the car, or on the go, enjoy the beauty of their world-renowned sound anytime. The Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square, streaming now.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.
It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
Personally, I think we really don't care too much about, the winning streak or anything like that because, all that's in the past. I think to us, it's 0-0, and we just try to take it one game at a time.
This is everything that I wish for, so there's no reason to really overthink it this is what I'm built for.
This is what I'm built for. I guess it's 7-4. That's literally true, PK.
Yeah, great. 7-4. Take a 18-footer. That's what he's built for.
Maybe a 6-footer? A 3-footer? 3 feet away, you can probably dunk.
And then when you get the rebound, give it to a guard.
Game 3, NBA Finals tonight. PK referencing the end of Game 2. Quite the hole the Spurs have dug for themselves. Got to win 4 out of 5 now. Can they win tonight? Chaos at Madison Square Garden.
A week ago,
Big
you had the
Dallas.
Spurs unstoppable.
I know, and they're stoppable. It's the Knicks who are unstoppable.
Well, Mikal Bridges has been on the other end of it. He was with Phoenix when they had a 2-0 lead, and they lost the finals to the Bucks. So I can understand where he's coming from.
Been there, done that. Let him be the voice of danger, the voice of reason. The president's set to attend tonight's game. Added security. No watch party outside the arena for security reasons. Tickets inside the arena. We'll get to this, PK. Big money. There's some expense accounts in New York taking a hit. People are paying the big cash. Chicago Bulls announced Stacey King passed away at the age of 59. 3-time champion and then an Emmy Award-winning broadcaster.
Oh, he won an Emmy, huh?
Yep. Gone at the age of 59.
Too young. That's when the age my father-in-law died.
Philadelphia 76ers are promoting assistant general manager Jameer Nelson to the team's executive vice president of basketball operations under new president Mike Gansey, making Nelson the team's number 2 executive. Elton Brand, who was their GM, will not return in the role and will take a new undefined role.
Well, Nelson's a Philly guy. Played there at St. Joe's. So he knows the city, that's for sure.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
Contract stuff, it's happening, starting, the talks and whatnot, but not anywhere close to what we were thinking. So would love to be here long term, and as of right now, that's not exactly the case. But I'm under contract for 2026, and the guys in that locker room, the staff know that I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to do everything I can to help this team win a Super Bowl, and that's, to me, that's the priority. Everything else will take care of itself. Obviously, yes, I would love to have a long-term deal done, but they know my deadline is as soon as training camp starts, we're not doing any contract stuff. It's all ball.
It's Baker Mayfield on his current contract status, averaging about $33 million a year. It's about a dozen guys now, $50 million or close to it. We'll see how big a raise he wants, how much money they're going to leave to build the rest of the team. That is a winnable division, PK, and they can do it with him, but probably shouldn't back up the truck. He's not that awesome.
I guess not. It seems to me they already did. $33 million.
It's a lot of money. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Jacoby Brissett will report for Arizona's mandatory minicamp this week after holding out for the team's voluntary offseason program. He's trying to rework his contract. He wants to avoid being fined for not reporting, and he thinks it's a gesture of goodwill. It's not quite enough leverage there, huh?
Well, he's Jacoby Brissett.
Exactly. And the Cardinals looks like they're going nowhere, working on a draft season here.
He's me, not you.
What does that mean?
You obviously got all the leverage. We'll get to that. I got some stuff I got to say.
All right. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey said Friday there's no talk of a merger with the Big Ten and called the notion his conference wants to form a super league as not consistent with the truth. No super league. Think they want to expand again? That's sitting out there in 2030. We always heard about the Big Ten. We don't really hear it a lot about the SEC, at least not coming this way. Maybe they grab a couple of ACC teams.
Well, yeah, if they came this way, that would be ridiculous. It needs to go the other way to get more regionally aligned. I mean, they already have it. What do they need that they don't have?
More eyeballs, more money? I mean, they already had it before they took Oklahoma, Texas, but they took more eyeballs, more money.
Okay, what do they need that they don't have?
More money to compete with the Big Ten so they can win in the playoffs.
That's it?
3-year crisis for them. That's about all they don't have. They got a lot of stuff.
So
there.
if they had the money, they'd be able to compete with the Big Ten?
Debatable, I guess, but I think it would help, yes.
How's it helped 80% of the teams in the Big Ten then?
It helped Indiana, but it hasn't helped Rutgers. Do they have the money yet?
Well,
and Rutgers and Maryland have more, but they don't have as much as the big dogs.
Go with the teams that have been in the Big Ten forever.
Oh, Minnesota, for instance.
Yeah, there's a slew of them.
Yeah. Purdue. Middle and bottom. Predictably, the appeal filed by Texas Tech to have quarterback Brandon Sorsby's eligibility reinstated has been denied by the NCAA. So it all rides on a court injunction. If he doesn't get that, then he'll probably try to get into a supplemental draft in the NFL. Needs a court to rule in his favor now. The NCAA Division I cabinet put off a vote on the age-based eligibility model it is considering until later this month and instead made minor adjustments to the proposal with an athlete's eligibility clock starting upon initial full-time enrollment in college or the beginning of the academic year following their 19th birthday, whichever occurs first. Previously, the clock would start after high school graduation. So is this addressing players who, I guess depending on their birthday, go to these academies for a bonus year that doesn't start their clock?
There were hockey programs also want to push back due to NHL rules and the like as well.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Swinging a drive. Right center field. Going back, goodbye. Jazz Chisholm, a 3-run jack, and it's 6-1 Yankees.
1-0. McGonigal line drive. Off the glove of Cole Young on a leap. Perez coming home. He will score. Kevin McGonigal delivers a walk-off 2-run single in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Highlights from around Major League Baseball there. The Yankees beat the Red Sox, winning without their big guy. They beat their rivals. Alex Bregman taking the blame for the Cubs' offensive woes. He went 0 for 5 at the plate. They lost to the Giants 2-1. They've dropped 6 of the last 9.
Good thing you didn't go for 0 for 5 in the field. That would really be bad.
I've been terrible. I need to play better. Offensively, it's been awful. I've failed many times in this game.
So has everybody else.
I haven't executed all year.
Got execute.
Exactly. Manny Machado, I guess, could say the same thing. He's hitting under 200. He's struggling. Padres have lost 11 of 13. They got beat again. So, teams that used to be unstoppable, suddenly very stoppable.
Them and the Spurs, huh?
See? See what I did there? Looped back for you. Derek Skubal went 5 innings in his first rehab start since undergoing surgery on his pitching elbow this season. Could rejoin the Tigers lineup by next weekend if all goes well. That'd be a fast comeback.
Oh, I pray.
Encouraging for the Tigers, who beat the Mariners 5-4. Suspended outfielder Max Kepler, serving an 80-game ban for performance-enhancing drugs, was signed by the Arizona Diamondbacks, not able to report to the team until June 25th when the suspension ends. Bring him aboard. Bees blow out Albuquerque 15-3. pick up the W there. And more college baseball today. Ready for a couple weather-delayed games? Alabama trying to wrap it up against St. John's today is one of them.
Yeah,
SEC with a chance to advance.
This is a real fun time because you get the College World Series, which starts coming up here this week, and you only have one team. Here, you got 8 teams, and they go berserk. It's the greatest thing of their lives, their young lives.
North Carolina taking out USC. Bedlam.
Yes,
drama.
2 in the bottom of the 9th.
Yep.
So when that last out is made and you're going to Omaha, it's berserk, and it's fun to see. And it really bugs me that the Devils program has slipped as much as it has. That's the one thing that I really care about the most.
Get them going.
Yeah, they don't have the money. So, sucks for them.
West Virginia is in for the Big 12.
First time ever.
Yeah. Oklahoma's got to finish off Kansas. They got a lead and they're up a game, so Kansas has a chance to go, but it's a long shot. They got to get going today. All right, DJ and PK.
#golf.
Nelly Korda wins the Women's U.S. Open 8 under. That final putt just sliding in, rolling around. Used the entire hole there at Riviera. Besting Charlie Hull and Gabby Lopez by 1 stroke.
She's good.
Really good. 4 majors, 2 this year now.
Don't have to one-up me by saying really good. Good is good enough.
What about very good?
Good is good enough.
Great. Excellent. Sensational. JT Poston beat Ryan Gerard on the second playoff hole to win the Memorial Tournament at 12 under. Tony Finau finishing tied for 29th place at 1 over. Jack's tournament.
Yeah, it's cool. You win and you go shake Jack's hand. Golf has the best tradition of all the sports.
BYU promotes Todd Miller to replace the retiring Bruce Brockbank as men's golf coach.
I knew it. Sources had told me.
DJ and PK.
#NHL.
McNabb, rink wide. Theodore shoots. Wide rebound. They score! Off the backboards. Off the goaltender. And onto the scoreboard. A double overtime win for the Golden Knights in Game 3.
The Vegas Golden Knights are up 2-1 after a wild 5-4 overtime win over the Carolina Hurricanes. They built a 4-zip lead, gave up 3 goals in 39 seconds, got pushed to OT. But on the list of crazy bounces and weird ricochets, PK, that one's got to be right up there to win a Stanley Cup final Game 3 off the boards, off the skate, and in.
Yeah, I don't even know who did it. I don't know how it happened. It's amazing.
And yet it happened, and here's Vegas.
I watched
now
it 10 times. I'm still not sure what I saw.
Still not sure.
And then guys crashing deep into the net and goals slipping in the other side of it. It's crazy. It's a crazy series, crazy game. This is double overtime. I don't want to hear the 5th play of a college football game being called double overtime. It's simply overtime. This is double overtime. Hockey players say they don't want to hear it either. Running out there for 20 minutes and then having to go another. How many minutes did it go? How many minutes did the second one go?
I do not remember.
Saturday, so I don't remember either.
I think it was early. I think it was early in the second overtime, but it seemed like it was very long.
Get over. I got to get to bed. I got to get up early.
And then ends on that crazy play.
Yeah. Wild game, wild series.
All right, NBA tonight. NHL's back at it tomorrow. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final in Las Vegas. What is trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Coming up at 8 o'clock, Steve Cleveland, former BYU basketball coach, will join us. Matt Larkin, managing editor, senior writer, Daily Face-Off, to talk about that Game 4 in the Stanley Cup Finals and the crazy Game 3 and the bizarro games we've seen so far for the first 3. We'll talk with Matt coming up at 8:30. Question of the day is next. They are spending the big money in New York. How much would you spend for something like that? We'll get to this next. Stay with us.
For Jazz fans, it's been a rough few years. Well, those days are behind us as the Utah Jazz finally struck gold in the NBA Draft Lottery.
Picking second.
As the Jazz prepare to draft a potential superstar with the number 2 overall pick, nobody will bring you better coverage of the NBA Draft than the KSL Sports Zone. For all the breaking news, high-profile interviews, and player analysis leading right up to draft night, keep it locked on your exclusive home of Utah Jazz basketball. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car is gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
Don't miss your chance to win big every week on the KSL Sports Zone. This week, you can win tickets to see the legendary Rod Stewart at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater on June 19th. Great seats are still available at livenation.com. Listen to KSL Sports Zone all day Wednesday for your chance to win. NBA Finals Game 3 tonight. The Knicks are almost there. Tickets for the game at Madison Square Garden range from $10,000 to $50,000. What is your limit? Jason Hill, I wouldn't even leave the house unless they gave me $40,000. So Jason will be home tonight.
No, you're dumb, Jason.
Cam, I would easily pay $100. Brian, $100, maybe. Jessica, my max is $150.
$150?
And Rick says there's no way any game is worth that price.
Well, that's extreme, for sure. But it's going to be an event above all events. There it is right there. What's the average? The cheapest ticket is $48.53. Look at that. They know what we're talking about. They can sense it on, what's that show apparently called Get Up?
Yeah.
I like to think of it, go back to sleep.
Nice. Roll over.
What's the difference between Get Up and First Take?
3 people in the color of the set, maybe 4 people, depends on the show. Different hosts. Same thing, though. They knock
same
the same topics around. There's a bunch of people talking sports. We rotate through guests and ESPN personalities. Michael Wilbon's on Get Up because it's basketball season, and he's always a big playoff games. And
this might be the greatest sporting event in the history of New York City.
I've had too many World Series for those to be special.
Well, everything is bigger now. Yeah. And it's been a while since the Yankees have been there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, a couple years, and they've lost the Dodgers. So
a Yankees-Mets Subway Series, what was that now, 20 whatever years ago, 25, 30, I don't even remember.
And the Knicks, 53 years.
It's the drought that really makes it special. It has been so long. There's a couple generation of fans who are thinking, this could be it.
No, I was there. I don't even remember what game it was, but obviously it was in New York. It wouldn't have been in Los Angeles, so you could figure out where the games were played to figure out what game number of the series was. And I can remember sitting there in 1973 thinking, the next time the Knicks have a legitimate chance to win, 53 years later. No one would have thought that, man. Wouldn't have thought that.
They'll be back.
You just never know.
Yeah, they'll be back.
I mean, next year will be the 30th year for the Jazz. Right? 97,
Since Stockton shot.
Yeah. And when they went to the final for the first
Well, they went in 98, so it'd be 29 years since that. But it'd be 30 since the shot in the first trip, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. So that you just don't know when things are going to come around, even if they look like they could be set up. You know, I mean, who's to say the Spurs? It looks like they're set up, But who knows? You really can't say for sure that this is going to happen, that is going to happen. It's impossible to assume. I mean, you had a week ago, you had the Spurs unstoppable, and now they're 0-2.
And the Suns looked like they were built, but they made moves and went away. I don't think I've ever been more sure than the first go-round of the Thunder. They were so good, I was sure they were going to win the title, and they got broken up. So you're right. You don't know. Yeah. It looks like they're right there, and it looks like it could and would and should happen, but you can't 100% guarantee it.
Right. But at the same time, you go up 3-0, you're going to win.
Nobody has cashed out on blown an 0-3 lead in NBA history. Only a very small handful of teams have gotten to a Game 7.
That's the uniqueness of basketball.
It finally happened one time in baseball.
But baseball, you could see it because it's pitching. Pitching is different from game to game. So stars who dominated in that first three may not play. They're not ready to go. And baseball, we've seen it in the history of the game. No-name dudes get up and get a big hit, or somebody lets a ball go through his legs, whatever. I mean, you can name the list of possibilities in all that. Basketball, it's the same cast of characters from game to game. Shooting can be fickle, but I think also, too, mentally, the teams that are down 0-3, no, they're not coming back. They just know it. And so the sense of urgency isn't there. They had their shot, and it didn't come to pass. So this is the one time when you can say, wow, this is a must-win without it being a literal must-win. The season is over. And I think in basketball, so you got that going on tonight. I don't think it would be as big if it were 1-1. But because it's 0-2 and it's in the Garden.
And nobody's come back from 0-3, and it's been 53 years.
Yeah.
And how many of these people are paying it out of their own pocket, and how many people are taking a client and spending expense account money? Hey, if you're going to go close
about $50,000.
If you're going to go close a $5 million deal, which I would assume happens, people are selling stuff, and that probably happens all the time in New York. It's not. I mean, it sounds like a crazy number, and if it's just coming out of your savings, well, then I think it is a crazy number. But if it's part of a business that's making a $5 million or $50 million deal, or trying to renew one, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, you take the joy out of it by saying that.
I don't think there's a lot of people taking their kids to the game like you went in 1973. So I think a lot of the joy has been sucked out of it. And if that sucks the joy out of it, I don't think it will for the people in the arena. They'll be, whatever, I'm here for the game, all right.
Oh, yeah.
But when you realize, like, wow, this is an auction, and I don't have the same motivation, I don't have the same bank account to compete with these, if that takes the joy out of it for some Knicks fan who'd like to be there tonight, and it's kind of like, well, I don't have that kind of expense account. I'm not signing those contracts. I'm not going.
There's millions of fans who won't be there.
Yeah.
There will be 2,500,000 times more that are home or at a sports bar, or they're having a thing. They're not having a watch party, but they're having something over at Central Park, and there'll be multiple places throughout the city that will have that. And with that in mind, so you won't have it right outside because of someone's presence, but you will have it throughout in other different places, and it'll be so electric throughout the whole area, which covers millions of people. It would be unlike anything we've ever seen with this team here and these guys, and it's going to be the most exciting thing going on once it starts. Now, it doesn't start till 8:40 Eastern, but everything is later back there. That's the way it goes. This is the celebrities that are going to be there to get their camera time and blah, blah, blah. I'm so looking forward to the environment. This is a show beyond a basketball game, and very rarely, I think, do you have a show beyond the actual sporting event. I think the Lakers had it a little bit with their celebrities that would go at that time, but there's really nothing else that I can compare it to.
Got a little carnival on top of a big game.
Yeah, right.
I can see that.
It'll get going here if it's not already going. It's at 9:30 back there now. And
it sounded like it was going yesterday.
Okay.
People gathering and all the speculation about the seats and setting stuff up.
Yeah.
They are super fired up for a team that's gone more than half a century without a title.
Right. And it's New York.
Manhattan.
It's the biggest
heartbeat.
The biggest thing we have. And as far as I was thinking about this, I think I paid. I went to see the Eagles last month. Oh, actually, it's March now because we're into June. At the Sphere, and I think I paid a little over $300 each, thinking, "Oh man, this is going to be it." And then they announced 6 more shows. It makes me wonder if they're going to announce more after this. I mean, Henley went on one of those news shows and said 2026 is it. Well, we're running out of time. And it's the last show they have scheduled. They've been doing Fridays and Saturdays. So they got Friday, Saturday in September, Friday, Saturday, 2 in September, and then Thanksgiving weekend. So the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. And that if you're going to be done in 2026, you're running out of time after that. So I did pay that, but then I thought that was the highest I ever paid. And I'm fortunate enough. I mean, my financial situation is way better than my family's. My parents, when I was a kid growing up, just wouldn't have happened, wouldn't even been conceivable. I think I popped $600 for World Series.
I wondered, I've gone to World Series, and then you'd have to adjust it for inflation because it's a long time ago. Padres haven't gone a long time, but I bought 4 tickets, and I wonder, I don't remember what it was face value at that time, and you have to adjust it for inflation, but I wonder how much I paid. But I was thinking what you were thinking. It's probably a few $100 in today's dollars.
And I literally had the last row on the very top.
That's funny you say that. That's where I was for Game 3.
First base line.
I was in the top row in left field, right down the foul pole. That was a long way away.
I can't do this. I have a fear of heights. I'm not going to do this. And I concocted a way to get into the club section, in which I did not pay.
All right.
I used devious methods, and they worked.
Nobody lost anything. Nobody was enjoying that space.
Well, there was multiples. First, it was on the couches in the club section, hanging out with a bunch of Suns players. And then it was the seats that was right next to a suite in which Larry Fitzgerald was in.
Nice.
And, I mean, that's the thing about that. Even if you're not a huge baseball fan, it's an event. You got to go. Although who wouldn't be if you have an opportunity to go to a World Series game and either you get there for free or you got the means to buy it. Yeah, why not? You sit at home the next night. And so then after that, that was like the 6th inning and somebody came.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
What? He's showing up in the 6th. Even Dodger fans think you're late.
I want to say maybe it was the 4th.
Okay.
It seems like it was midway through the game.
The 4th inning.
I thought we got it.
The 4th inning, that's over an hour late in that era of baseball.
It's a World Series game.
Yeah.
Come on. And it's not like the NBA where it's the final 5 minutes.
No, it's baseball. You got to be there for BP.
Well, you could score 5 runs in the first inning and not score again and win 5-4.
Yep.
You know, basketball, usually it's
That's true, but you got to be there for BP.
Well, I don't know about that in the World Series because there's a show outside the stadium.
Yeah.
So you can.
I have my habits. I got to be there for BP.
And I think I took in the show, hooked up with Ryan Hatch. His radio station was broadcasting there.
Nice.
And so the show outside, this with the bands and everything, that's pretty cool. Batting practice is batting practice. You only get the show outside. We stayed outside, enjoyed the show. Well, I concocted a way to get in that I don't want to reveal, but it's worked for me now multiple times. And it's rather
it's up to somebody to build a better mousetrap.
It's a genius way that I thought of. I used it at the Sphere too to get better seats in a Kenny Chesney concert. Just it really does work, and I'm gonna use it again if I have to. See if anybody can guess. I bet you they couldn't guess it, how I did it. But it dawned on me at the game and worked. And so I didn't want to sit in the last row, but I didn't think of it right away. So they had some standing room only in left field.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and stood there, and guy next to me was from Australia and had no idea about baseball.
He was just totally there for the show. It'd be like us going to that Australian rules football. They call it the grand final. We'd be there like kick it between the big posts.
I think he was a student, and he was going to college there. I think he was going to SU. And so he kept asking me tons of questions about the game. He really wanted to learn about the game. Mildly annoying, but not too bad, because he was genuine.
Right.
And so then about the third inning, I thought, maybe the second inning, I don't want to stand here the whole time because I couldn't see right field very well. And then I concocted this way, sent my wife up so I would hold our standing room only seat positions. And so she went. I said, go try this. I think it'll work. And it did. She texted me, I'm in. And so then I went, got in, and then we hung out in the lounge. Then we found the seats, and then a few innings later they came, but then we found other seats. They were a little farther down the left field line, but that was fine. So that was the most I paid, was like $600. That was an expensive little weekend. But Ben Anderson, who you can hear from, 2 to 6? YOLO, buddy. YOLO.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to go, because he used to be here at 10.
Yeah.
And he sits in my chair, so he stands by me waiting for me to get my stuff. You got to go. Okay, I got to go.
He's right. He's right.
But it was easier for me. We get lodging and everything down there for free because of family.
Right. If you were trying to go now to New York, I mean, where would you stay and what would it cost? And
I'd probably sleep outside.
But if you got the money, it's true.
And if you got the money,
the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, you're way into the Eagles. You've seen them a lot of times. And to see them at the Sphere one more time.
Yeah.
It's a show. Kevin says, I got 4 tickets. Utahns going to the game tonight? Let me hear from you.
You got 4 tickets, you're going?
That's what Kevin says. He says, I got 4 tickets.
Then go on to Facebook and tell him to call in. You can respond to it, can't you?
Kevin locked his profile. Can't get in.
Yeah, but you can get on ours, and if he goes back and listens to it.
That could be. All right.
Or not listens to it, reads it. You can do that.
Okay, I will do that. Teresa says, I've got 4 tickets for sale. If anyone's interested, happy to negotiate a price. We don't want them to go to waste. Elizabeth says, I do have my 4 tickets for sale.
Where are these people?
Who are these people? Where are you getting your tickets? Are you just lying on social media?
They're in Utah?
Or, I mean, we've got people listening to us all over the place now, as you well know. We're streamed.
We have
podcasts.
2 sets of listeners who each have 4 tickets.
And this is a Facebook post, so they follow us on Facebook.
And it's one day before the game?
Well, they could just be traveling.
I understand that.
I know. So who knows what their story is?
The possibilities are endless. I get that. But that seems a little freakish that would actually be the case.
I agree.
Now, you can't. I think scalping on site is not legal in New York.
I mean, with digital tickets and all that, yeah, people can be anywhere. I mean, that's a real risk.
You can be anywhere, but you've got to interact.
You read these fraud stories and
I had
buying stuff online it can get dicey.
This is going back 15 years. Normally in October, I'm working on Saturdays, but there was the fires in San Diego, and so the BYU game was postponed to the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that Saturday off, and it's in October, and I woke up, and I told my wife, I said, man, Jimmy Buffett's at MGM. Let's go. So we drive down, literally at that time, right, on the day of. And we get to the MGM, and it's like a big indoor mall, and so you go to the casino, and then all the shops and restaurants start. And you go all the way to the end, and that's the entrance to the MGM Grand Garden Arena, and then the pool to go outside, right? So it's probably, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a mile to walk that whole thing. Well, we go. We don't have tickets. I'll just buy them there, So I see this guy, and he's got tickets. I don't know, $100 or $200 or something, I forget. And so I said, okay, I'll buy them from you. I said, but he's got the physical tickets.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay you until I'm on the inside. So I get inside the turnstile, and then I got the money right in my hand, and you stand right there, and I'll give you the money. He says, okay, but we got to do it right now. And we're running, and I'm running thinking, something is really strange here. Why are we in such a freaking hurry? And there's thousands of people there. And we're bobbing through all this crowd.
It feels like because the tickets aren't legit or he got them through some nefarious means and he's about to get busted. I guess he must be legit if he's going to the gate with you. He knows they're going to work. So if he's in a hurry, then there must be somebody behind him. It feels like a scene from The Sopranos, quite frankly, PK.
So we get through, and you know that barcode, and they'll beep, and then they let you on. Yeah, you're good. And they do the thing with the little gun thing, and we go through.
Oh, the little light to read.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Well, but at first I was in Sopranos. You said the gun thing. I'm like, that gun?
I don't know. They have
I know what you. Yeah. The barcode scanner. It scans the tickets.
You said Sopranos. I didn't say
Sopranos. Well, I got that in my mind.
Don't go. I said Sopranos.
Sorry.
And then we go through. I give him the money, and then he takes off into the night. But we were fine.
Yeah.
That was.
It does feel like there's some bizarro backstory there.
I'm sure there was, and they said the tickets were hot or they're duplicates. I checked with some other scalper people. Mm-hmm. I know a couple of guys who stand outside the Delta Center.
Yeah, they've been there for years.
The one guy.
They recognize us. We recognize them.
He went on the Jazz Beach Bash.
Oh, so you really spent time with him? Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay.
And his daughter.
Yeah,
his adult daughter. Yeah. So when I see him, I talk to him, and he's always dressed up like in a jazz jacket.
Yeah.
Like a Letterman's type jacket. Yeah, I've seen him around. And so I asked him about it, and he said they were probably duplicate hot, and so he wanted to get in because they're only going to scan the barcode once. And then the subsequent times when you scan the barcode, it's not going to beep, and you're not going to be okay. That was his supposition.
That was his best guess.
And he's in the business, not me. So
but he hears these stories.
I'm going by what he said.
Yeah.
So I did do that. That was kind of funky. And then somehow I was at the Suns game, and I ended up with like 8 tickets. I think Locke may have gotten me some, and then Ryan Hatch got me some. I think Ryan Hatch got me in the suite, right? So I think I had like 4 extra tickets. So I thought, might as well sell them, right? But you can't do it on the plaza. Mm-hmm. And the guy tells me, okay, we're going to go down there. I said, we ain't going anywhere, buddy. I'll go right across the street, but I ain't going down the hall, down the street, down the alley in the winter when it's dark at 5 o'clock.
There's a crosswalk. There's another corner.
Yeah.
Good enough.
So I said, we'll go right across the street, and I'll do it. But he wanted me to go down the hall, down the alley. I'm going to come back with no tickets and a bloody nose. So
You're
wise
from Jersey.
enough.
You got more street smarts than that. Come on. I'm from San Diego. I got more street smarts than that.
And then one other time, I ended up with I had 4 tickets to see an Angels game, and we were only using 2. So I thought, I'll sell them. So I go out on a corner, and I'm standing there with all these guys who do it for a business, and they're telling me, okay, here's what you need to do, right? And I'm standing among them, holding up. Guy comes up, and he offers me way less. I look at the guy, the scalper dude, don't take it. I said to the guy, get out of here, man. I'm acting like I'm a pro at this, but the guys to my left, and they're laughing or carrying on because they're advising me what to do. And I was basically going to give them away for free because I didn't pay anything for them anyway. So what the heck, you know? But I thought, I'm just going to revel in this, and I'm just doing what they're telling me to do to try to get maximum top dollar for them.
DJ PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Game 3 tonight. Top dollar. Tickets ranging from $10,000 to $50,000. Cheapest ticket looks like it's to get in right now is a little under $5,000, but that will fall right before game time or a little after it starts. Somebody will be left holding the bag. Takes some nerve to do that, though. All right, DJ PK, Steve Cleveland coming up. We'll talk finals with him at the top of the hour. Stay with us.
And I got a bone to pick with you.
Okay, bone picking. Next.
Welcome to This is Jake Scott and Ben Anderson.
Covers the Grizzlies for the Daily Memphian. He's Drew Hill.
I know there are differences in Memphis between regular season Jaren and playoff Jaren. And what did Grizzlies fans see from Jaren in the biggest games in the playoffs?
I thought it was a great trade for the Jazz. Jaren was not only one of the best players on the Grizzlies, but was also just one of the best people in the locker room. Like, the leadership skills were there for sure. He's going to have games where he's awesome, and then he's going to have some of these games in the playoffs where he's going to leave a little bit to be desired. The Grizzlies thought that they had a player that might be capable of being a number one on a playoff team, and I don't think he quite got to that point for them where they could trust that he was dependable enough in the postseason that you could sit back, give him the ball late in games, and he'd be able to get you bucket. It never really transpired that way.
Catch Jake and Ben afternoons from 2 to 6 on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's room of choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did you have to fight a dragon?
Nope, she bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. Arizona State University is building degrees for what's ahead. Programs designed around emerging fields, taught by faculty whose research is shaping our future, not just teaching about it. It's why we've been ranked #1 in innovation for more than a decade. Your future is worth preparing for, and you don't have to prepare alone. Future-proof your career. Explore more than 350 programs at asuonline.asu.edu. That's a degree better.
KSL Sports Zone and Beehive Meals are honoring people that impact youth sports in our communities. Nominate the youth sports volunteer you know for the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week at kslsports.com/contest. And listen every Thursday afternoon to Jake and Ben. They will announce the winner. It's the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week. All
so
right.
ask me who's going to win tonight.
You have a bone to pick.
Ask me who's going to win.
Who's going to win?
How should I know? I'm not a sports specialist like you. You're a sports specialist.
Apparently.
You're a friggin' sports specialist.
Yeah, they're news specialists.
How in the
sports
heck
specialists.
did you end my TV career and yet you still have yours? And you're a sports specialist. You got a title on top of it. You're a sports specialist. I'm a nobody sitting over here with no title. I'm not a senior writer. I've never had a title. I'm a minor co-host, and you're a sports specialist now.
No one's ever called you a minor co-host, although that's funny. I enjoyed that. That was good.
You're a sports specialist.
Yes.
See if you can find that, Yak, and we can just have that as an introduction. Joining us now is David, our sports specialist, David James. You're a friggin' sports specialist.
You know, I believe they said that, but it was so loud I couldn't hear them. So
I heard it.
I didn't know.
And it stung me right in the heart.
Well, how did I do it? I'll tell you. First off, I was at one station, and then I left. I went to another station. That's how I did it.
And then I get bleep canned.
I don't believe yours is done.
Yeah, but I'll never be a specialist, even if it's not.
Can you put bleep canned in as a drop, Yak? You should just routinely, when we're doing what is trending, or at the end of the show when we crap the day, we recap the day and say so-and-so got fired, you could just drop him in. Bleep canned!
Yeah, because I know what it feels like.
We need more comedy like that,
There
Yak.
has been nobody in this town who's been fired from more jobs than me.
That's because Kevin lives in North Carolina, but if he moves back...
I get fired from more jobs in this town than anybody.
I don't get anything for that?
I gave it to you.
Okay.
But I was in the middle of a salient point.
A loud point. I don't know if it's salient.
It's not loud.
It was loud.
I just...
Yak, you got the little meters bouncing in there. Was that loud?
We've learned how to speak passionately.
Well, people from Morris and Bergen counties can do that.
Everybody from North Jersey can.
I don't know, but I forgot the other county in between the two already. Essex. I was down there at the summer games doing 5 live shots on Friday, and one of them was with the woman who is the executive director of the Southern Utah Museum of Art, and she's from Bergen County, which I immediately recognized. Hey, wait a minute. That's not far from where PK grew up.
It's not.
She found that entertaining.
Is she a paisana?
I didn't get into that. Yeah.
A lot of us are.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's a whole gang of them running around there. So I'm from now on, I'm just going to simply defer to you because you're the sports specialist. What would I be the specialist of?
Well, I think you are the sports specialist.
No, you are. You were introduced live on television.
I was at the Utah Summer Games. You were at the Rose Bowl on the noon show. You were a sports specialist, so don't start with me.
Nobody introduced me. I was just a guest. I'm a guest. I'm nothing more than a guest.
That may not have been their. Well, it probably was their branding at that point.
I was a guest.
You didn't have an IFB. You don't know what the anchor said.
What do you mean? I didn't know. I didn't know what the anchor said. I could hear the Jeremiah right there.
Okay, yes, he was doing the live shot. But the anchors back in studio are usually the ones who say that kind of stuff.
I think they were on site, just on another site.
Okay, yeah.
The lady who called you a sports specialist, I think, was on site at another on the other side.
Yeah, and they may have just introduced
Jeremiah
JJ.
and just Jeremiah.
It could be sports specialist JJ standing by with a guy.
No, yeah, they
a radio minor.
They don't even know who I am. They introduced me.
A minor radio host.
Who's hanging out with us right now?
Yeah, don't play into it, Yuck. You
they
know
just
better.
went. They're going to go to Jeremiah and Sam, and they'll figure it out from here. And they gave me like 30 seconds, but this is my one chance at the big time.
Boom!
I'm not blowing this.
Boom!
So I gave it my best shot, like it was back in the 90s when I used to suck up to you and Locke and trying to get on sports radio at the Jazz games. I would sit next to Locke wherever he went. He went to the men's room, I went to the next stall over. And I would just unveil constantly my A material, just give it to him as hard as I could, with just trying to be as knowledgeable and witty. I don't even think he knew that I was in complete and total suck-up mode. And then it worked.
He was probably pretty used to it at that point. You probably weren't the only one.
Because I wanted it so bad. But then on outside of the Rose Bowl, right outside the main area, we had a great location. And I could tell, I did not have the IFB, and I could tell them they were telling Jeremiah to wrap it, and I wasn't even halfway through. And I could see the panic look on his face.
You are a sports specialist because you can see the panic look. You know what's happening. Even though you don't have an IFB, you know what he's being told. He's getting a panic look because I can right now. I know what he's saying. He's like, I need this guy to take a breath so I can dive in. I can't be rude. He's the guest, but I got to get this thing over.
Right.
This dude isn't breathing.
And I refused to stop, and I refused to go. And I just kept going.
Yeah.
My one big chance.
Yeah.
I used to be on Channel 5 way back when. With Kirkland.
I have pitched,
he loved me.
I have pitched you being on again. It hasn't happened yet, but it might.
I didn't be on as sports specialist. I mean, you're City Weekly, you're sports specialist, you're soccer extra aficionado. I'm nothing over here.
As soon as they realize they can make a buck off you, you'll be something.
Yeah, I'm nothing. I'm just put out to pasture.
Picture PK laying on a hillside eating some grass.
Right.
It's like some random cow
in
you
the field.
Yeah, you ran some random cow you drive by between
nothing but the horizon.
I am so yesterday. It's ridiculous.
Between two small towns on the way to Bear Lake.
Yeah, nothing but horizon on the.
I literally am the biggest nobody in town.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yock. It's about time
and
you
he
said
over
the
here
truth.
is sports specialist.
Well, okay, he's an exception over here. We know
he's an
English.
exceptional exception.
Okay, there.
I don't even know what that means. That just sounded funny.
You're not a nobody, though.
That's who you are. No, I'm going to put it on my tombstone. Nobody. Have my birth date, my death date, and my name.
That
It's not even
epitaph.
my name.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have nobody.
It's going to be
Biggest tombstone
legendary.
ever. What do they call them when they build like the little
museum?
Yes.
Yeah.
You need that to get all the words.
He's gonna need the scrolling like digital sign that's just got the epitaph just scrolling through.
Got to run some power out to the PK gravesite. Blinking.
Nobody.
He was a nobody. Don't waste your time. Go to the next gravesite. The headstone. Nobody cares. Did he even die? Who knew?
When we come back, Steve Cleveland, former BYU basketball coach, on NBA Finals Game 3 tonight, followed at 8:30 by Matt Larkin, managing editor, senior writer at the Daily Faceoff on Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The first three have been pretty wild. That's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Stay with us.
Summer is all about freedom, fun, and growing up. And between the ages of 9 and 13, kids are starting to form their views about alcohol. With more independence, their still developing brains need more guidance and support than ever. That's why summer is the perfect time to stay connected and plan fun, safe family activities together. Research shows kids who spend quality time with their parents doing what they enjoy are less likely to drink underage. And when kids feel close to you, they're more likely to listen, especially when you set clear expectations. In fact, kids who drink before 15 are far more likely to struggle with alcohol later. This summer, create a no-bummer summer with fun, alcohol-free activities for your kids. Go to summer.parentsempowered.org to take a quick quiz and discover ideas tailored to your family. A little time together can make a big difference. For more information and to learn more about how to prevent underage drinking, visit parentsempowered.org.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.